is going on, folks? Friday night, 7:30. Y'all know what that means. It is time for Panhandle Fishing Report. I'm your host, Mike Smith, Smitty of Smitty Surf Fishing, and with me always is my co-host.
What's up, everybody? It is Demo from Finding Demo Surf Fishing Podcast. Welcome to the weekend, and this weekend, it's going to be good. Like, all of our areas looking good, kind of. Depends on
everything. Well, the whole zone from Panama City all the way down to Orange Beach is looking good this week and into next week. There's going to be some rain a little bit. What up, Blaine? Gangstas. What's happening? West Side. No.
Yeah.
Thanks for everybody joining us tonight. Got a good show. Got a lot of captains lined up. We got Captain Chris Florence of Say Wind Charters, Captain Bill Lipscomb, and Dylan Wier is going to be back with us. He hasn't been with us in a while, so it's good to have him back on, talking about his adventures.
Yeah, man, it's been a little sad. I really enjoyed when he comes on, or any of that team. Both of those guys are really knowledgeable and they just bring it up a little bit. They're fun.
Absolutely, him and Blaine both. I mean, anybody from the team. It's awesome to have them on here. But it's been a up and down week. I was able to get out and do some fishing, but you got to dodge seems like the afternoon storms, but the last 2 days it's been morning storms. I don't know.
It's been all over. I mean,
yeah.
Well, today I woke up fully.
That's good.
To be, woke up fully anticipating to be rained out for my work schedule for today.
Yeah.
It was fine. I was like, oh, okay, it's going to be in the afternoon. Cool. I'll turn around and I'll do the other job that I can do under the rain in the afternoon. Didn't even rain. Well, no, it did rain. It sprinkled, which wasn't enough to do anything, but just be like, no, this sucks.
Just enough to make it miserable. And then hot and humid.
Yeah.
I went out and was doing some maintenance on the boat, installed a trolling motor stabilizer finally for the boat. Man, that was a quick 5-minute job. The hardest part of it was the anxiety of drilling into the deck of the boat.
Yeah, I can imagine that being somewhat of an anxious little piece there. I mean, putting a hole in a boat is never a great idea.
Yeah.
Camacho, what's going on, fellas? Still got my surf rod. Whiting season is around the corner.
Do we have your surf rod?
Do we have his surf rod?
I don't have his surf rod.
I don't know what surf rod he's speaking.
What are you talking about, Camacho?
Joe!
Joe, what's up, buddy?
Did you hold an umbrella for me? It stops some of the rain.
Can't ever trust the weather, man.
Oh, yeah.
No kidding.
For me, Bill, it's always if it says 40% or less, I know it's going to rain. Anything above 50, and I'm like, oh, I'm good, man. Ain't nothing going to happen now.
I got a trip in the morning. I messaged them already and said it's a 30% chance of rain all morning except for 9 o'clock. And then it comes back 30% again. So we'll just have to play it by ear in the morning and see what happens.
So what you're saying is it's going to rain.
Yeah. Thought I won a drawing a few months back.
For a rod? Did we do one for Burford?
No, we didn't do a Florida surf tackle or over the bar one. Now you did win. You got your GI jigs. You won that drawing, but I don't know about a surf rod. We'll have to talk offline, refresh your memory. I know it wasn't from here.
I mean, the only rod I could think of that we would do on the show would have been an over the bar series.
Yeah. You didn't do one on Panhandle surf fishing, did you?
No, not in a while. I haven't done that. I just did one this week that I need to re-update and make sure it's good.
Who won the battle? Wasn't there a battle rod? Anyway, sorry. We'll derail. We'll talk offline.
Dude, all right. Since we're already offline, we're just gonna go ahead and go there.
Yeah.
Dude, my brain since COVID.
Like
you started talking about that battle rod, and I was like, I think it was white.
It was, yeah, white and blue, yeah.
I don't remember now.
Dude, that is legit. I mean, I blamed it. I had my first charter Wednesday from being out for like almost a month. I forgot so much stuff at the house. I get to the beach and I'm like, I don't have this. I don't have this. Let's blame it on COVID. It's COVID fog. So if any of you guys have had COVID recently, like the kind that takes you down for 3 weeks or 2.5 weeks, let us know in the comments if you've had a fogginess about you from that. I know I have.
Camacho, yeah, that's the right color. Let's talk offline. You right very well.
It may still be in my garage. I don't know.
It probably is. I'll probably walk out after this show and go, huh, it's right there. Why is it right there?
Yeah, I thought somebody won that. They're supposed to come pick it up.
Probably true.
Yeah.
Oh man, Stephen Connor posting on here. Caught a couple Reds in the rain on Wednesday. Hid under the umbrella. The umbrella is key, man. I love the umbrella.
Absolutely.
Erica.
Did you get out and do any fishing this week?
I did.
Yeah, how'd you guys?
But I finally did. I went to the surf.
Nice.
Yeah, Justin and I escaped one day. I got done with work early, and Jen was like, "You need to go fishing." You're just grumpy, and you just you haven't like I haven't been out to the surf, and I don't know how long. Because I mean, with the grass being what it's been, it's like, what's the point? So she's like, "Please, just go out, go have some fun, get out there." So, yeah, I went out with Justin. We went down to what was that, 34?
Mm-hmm.
Casted lines out, and of course, as usual in normal fishing with Justin fashion, he hooked up within the first 5 minutes because he's a jerk.
Yeah,
and caught a nice whiting. He was in a great mood.
Nice.
But yeah, caught a bluefish and caught pretty sure it was a black nose. Pretty sure it was a tiny one, but caught some fish. I was pretty happy with it, and yeah. So unfortunately, I didn't have my proper things. I'm fishing in a digital tournament. I'll bring that up probably later. I know I didn't bring it up to you earlier. We should plug it. But yeah, national tournament for fresh and salt water for a veterans organization. I'm in on that. So I just need one more tool to show up. It'll be game on. I'll be getting that leaderboard real soon.
So I was gonna jump in on that.
Okay.
Until I saw that you had to use one of two specific measuring devices on that. And I was like, really? Like, I get it. You give me the hand thing and I can put it on any board. Why does it have to be one of these two specific ones?
So I reached out to him about that because I was like, bro, WTFO.
Yeah.
He's a jarhead too. So it was kind of the normal conversation of like, hey, I eat crayons, you eat crayons. Can we make this simple for each other? But apparently of the two boards, I guess these companies are tournament certified in their manufacturing process. And he was like, yeah, man, that's just what we're doing with these. So these are the two. And I was like, all right, what the hell? So I picked one up. I picked one up for $30 and I figure, you know what? I just got the new Igloo cooler. And the old Igloo was great. That measuring board that I had on there, I loved it. It was nice and flat, so I could really do it. But the new Igloo, there's a step up.
Yeah.
So don't really love that. So I'm just going to attach that to the cooler because I mean, you and I are going to go into tournament season here pretty soon, and yeah, we're gonna. Yeah. So
October is like, especially surf fishing is tournament. See, there's a couple of tournaments running right now.
We got the Navarre Rodeo. We've got Blaine. Kids Can Fish over in Georgia. They're going to be doing theirs. Roy's going to be doing his. Actually, stay tuned for that. Roy's might be changing and might have a bigger authorization thing going. So stay tuned for all of our listeners here. We might have something coming on that. I am just waiting for Roy on there.
I know his is like the 20-something of.
Yeah, it's the weekend before Halloween. Yeah, it ends that day. But, I mean, October is going to be our monster tournament pushes. We're going to have all that one. November, I think we've got a couple that'll pop in. And then, of course, the
Destin Rodeo.
Destin Rodeo.
It's October, the whole month of October. I was reading up on that today. There's a boat division. You can be a recreational boater.
Okay.
It's like $200 for the entry for recreational boat. And you can be a surf pier or jetty. I don't know, whatever. Fishing, that's only $25 to enter there. However, your boundaries for inshore and surf pier, whatever, are from the Choctawhatchee Bridge, so Mid-Bay Bridge, to Navarre Bridge, right? Those are your boundaries. So theoretically, Navarre Pier is out. right? So Marine Park would be good if you caught a fish there. Most of our fishing that we do from Navarre Pier west would be out of bounds.
Because technically the pier is just a little bit to the west of the road.
Yeah. And then if you're a boat fishing, which makes sense, it's the Destin Rodeo. So the boat entries and everything, if you're bringing in, contenders from offshore, have to be in and out through the Destin Pass. All right. So if you're going to go out to the Gulf, you got to go in and out through the Destin Pass. And then, of course, you swing by Harbor Docks or wherever it is, the AJ's dock there to weigh your fish in.
I don't want to go out of the Destin Pass. The Destin Pass is busy. And I don't even have a boat, and I don't want to go out of the Destin Pass.
Yeah, I've been a few times, but I like Pensacola better. I like going in and out of Pensacola. And I do most of my fishing over here on this side, so I was like, we guess we won't enter.
Well, I mean, you could launch from Juana's, cut across on the causeway, and be on the inshore piece, I guess, if you really wanted to play. But playing in the boat division, that's going to open up a lot of different ones, especially on the personal versus the pros. I mean, the pros are going to be out there, crushing it. I actually just saw Mark and Kayla pop up. Mark, Kayla, are you guys fishing that tournament? Because
oh, come on. Yes. Mark is it. Are you talking about the Destin Rodeo or the other one?
Yeah,
the rodeo? Oh, yeah, he's in. I've been back and forth with him today. I was like, dang, dude, he took like 8 or 9 categories last year. We're talking to him next week. He's going to be on the show, so okay. We'll talk that with him.
We got going on the comments here too. Tony, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you as well.
Hey, got the new fish gum.
Hey, look at that
pro angler hat. That's nice.
You got your stickers on there. You're all
I didn't even take them off. I just put it on.
Good to see you there. Bill, check. It sticks are awesome. Okay, might need a slant board as well. That is true. I mean, who knows? Bill, we'll talk offline after you come on. Corey, it is great to see you online, brother. You have been doing great stuff out there. Your posts have been inspirational to get me to go out back to the water. So thank you for going down to Pickens, man. It's been looking good. There's Mark and Kayla. Oh, Snapper does open back up for the rodeo. Good call.
Yeah. Who said that?
Connor.
Yeah, for that. But I don't know if there's a red snapper division. I was looking at the book. I'd have to go back and look.
I'm sure they're running something. Just let me know if you have any rodeo questions. Yeah, how do I win it?
You fish on Mark's boat. I'm gonna tell you right now. The 25 and under division, or 25 foot and under, you fish on Mark's boat, and that's how you win.
Vernon is in town here. Vernon Eiler is actually down here hanging out. Mike and I finally got to see him. And I don't know if you guys have seen this yet, and I know we're off track, but hey, we're going to stay off track because we're coming back from COVID. We can do what we want with our show, and our captains are in the back just staring at us.
Yeah. We have one captain who's at his boat right now, rigging up for a trip for tomorrow. Like, hurry up, guys. Let's get this shit done. I got stuff to do.
All right. So back on track, I guess. Oh, what are you sipping on tonight?
Oh, me. I got Warrior whiskey. Brought this one back out. This one's out of Colorado. Retired Navy SEAL. Brought this one up. But client gave this to me. This is batch only 23. They do small batches, but it's a good story. I'll tell you about that afterwards. But it was it's good stuff. It's nice and smooth. Not as smooth as the Black Saddle that we had last week. That stuff was really good, but this is pretty good too. So
Jason Pate is he's right behind me here in the house next door.
Oh, yeah.
Jason's my neighbor. We've talked about Jason before. Jason's the one that caught those ridiculous bluefish that I sent you pictures of.
Oh, yeah.
And he will hopefully be back deckhanding soon out there on the water after his leg finally heals back up. But this is a really good one here. No category, but you never know. His team did really well out there. Yeah. And it's good stuff.
The bluefish were in close Wednesday morning on the beach. We showed up, and what's your top bourbon for under $30? Let me think about that.
I know mine. So
we showed up and we were testing for grass. So I threw the GI jig out, was ripping that back, and all of a sudden, boom, ladyfish. And I could see small schools, like no kidding, right at the drop. Right. They were like right on the beach, right? So I throw ladyfish, boom, throw him up on the shore because we needed some shark bait and cut bait and stuff. So throw that up there, throw out again, another lady, like every cast. And all of a sudden we start catching bluefish. And that's, again, the COVID fog. I only bought one jig with me rigged up, and then I got bit off right there at the shore. But yeah, bluefish mid-August now, and we're still catching bluefish up close to shore. So
whoever you are, totally skipped over you in the intros. Well, we don't know who you are. It's not coming up and telling us who you are. So tell me your name, and we'll
get back to you. Tony, for what's your top bourbon under $30? I'm gonna be honest, under $30 bottle, I'm gonna go Devil's Cut by Jim Beam. That's a great, you can't beat it for the price. Now, if we start going over the $30 range, then we can talk some different things that are out there, and we get up into the hundreds, and then there it's
I got reels and stuff to buy. I can't spend $100 on a free.
I know, right? Never had it. All right, I'm gonna bring you a bottle over.
All right, question of the week: rod brands. Which do you prefer and why? All right, in comments, fire away. Let's have those brands. Tag it up. If you're on Facebook and you're gonna drop that brand name, don't forget to do the @ too to tag them in it so they can come back and try to hook you up. Cheyenne. Okay, hey buddy.
Nice. Cheyenne.
Because you're probably watching it from my link versus the link of the normal one. So if anybody's watching it from my personal link from the Brian Demo page, anytime you bring comments up, we'll never see it by the name. You actually have to be following it from Smitty Surf Fishing, Panhandle Surf Fishing, or Smitty Surf Fishing on YouTube. Between those three right there, we can see your comments on who you are. Anywhere else, unfortunately, it comes out of the names. We don't see it.
Yeah. So we've talked a lot about reels.
We
lost Bill. We talked a lot about reels before, and all the big three.
Yeah.
But we never brought up rods, and this has been interesting. So I wasn't able to make the legendary 30A light tackle seminar that Mark and Tim Broom and Half Hitch guys do out there at Legendary. But they were talking amberjack, and then it turned into slow pitch jigging kind of type seminar. And I start, really looking into the rods. I've always been a big pin guy. But looking at the Shimano line and things like that for the boat, and really what I want to start outfitting for next year as we transition to, add boat charters next year and stuff. I have three. I think I'll talk about. My number one surf rod is the Florida Surf Tackle Bullet.
Great rod.
I love that rod. It's so light. It's so smooth. You can cast it a mile. The action on it is unbelievable. I mean, it's a higher end rod, but it's well worth the money. For surf, then all these rods are for surf. Next, it would be the over the bar 12. I like the over the bar 12 versus the over the bar 13.
The 13 and the 12 is a weird difference.
It is. But for surf fishing and everything, so the Florida Surf Tackle Bullet, and those that came out to the casting day that we had and through that ended up buying one. A lot of folks ended up buying that rod. Then the over the bar 12 is a great rod. And then the Penn Prevail 11 foot, Prevail 2. The Penn Prevail 2 11 footer. You can pick them up for like $100, I think they are. Awesome rod, fast action on it. It's a great all around rod. I haven't really found, and that's when we'll get to our captains. I haven't found that good boat rod just yet. Right now I'm using 8-foot Prevails because, again, I like the pin line, and they got a medium heavy Squadron that's about 7.2, I think it is, that I'm using. But I'm anxious to use the Fitzgerald rods. After seeing those at ICAST and talking to the guys and everything, I'm really anxious to get those and use them.
I was gonna say, you're gonna make Chris upset if you don't talk about them Fitzgeralds.
I think Chris will talk about the Fitzgeralds. I'll be honest when we ask him.
All right, Cheyenne, no, that did not fix it. So I still see his Facebook user, so I'm thinking it's still you. All right, surf rods, and I'm going to agree with you on one.
Okay.
My normal one grab is going to be my Ninja Dagger, 12-footer.
Mm-hmm.
Love that thing. Be able to run from 1 ounce all the way up to 8 and bait if I have to. So if I want to go sharking and getting crazy, or if I'm just happy going after pomps or whatever, very versatile. I love that rod.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, surf rod. And this is a close second, is going to be the Bullet. I love that Bullet. It slings, it throws, it's comfortable, it's light. Yeah. Mark did a hell of a job with that rod.
Absolutely.
Truly a good one. And then I have a cop out, unfortunately, because and it's both of them, and that's the funny thing, because it's both of their rods. The Dagger 9 and the Over the Bar 10. I absolutely love those 2 rods. But if I'm going into the Inshore, tough run between my. No, I know I'd grab my Dagger first, so I'd grab the 7.6 Dagger. I'd grab the 7-foot Dagger, and if I had my second rod, I'd have my Mojo Bass.
Bass.
Which is, you wouldn't think that the Mojo Bass, to me, I mean, my brain, when I went out with Bill, I brought 2 rods. I brought the Dagger and I brought the Mojo. That was the only 2 rods that I brought.
Yeah.
Solera. Well, I think I brought the Mojo. For an older rod that is really on the bass side, I've loved that thing for saltwater, man. It has done so great.
St. Croix makes a great rod. I mean, it's just, whether it's a fly rod or regular, I mean, they make a good rod, and budget friendly, depending on the model. Is not bad. So Erica, I was going to make a comment on this one. Everyone has probably used at one point or another the 12-foot ugly stick. That is, dude, you can sling a bait with those things. I mean, it's just a great all-around rod. Kayla wants to know, have we tried the Star Aerial? I love that.
No, I'm cheap.
It's very expensive.
I'm freaking. I said no because I'm freaking cheap, man. I can't afford a Star Aerial.
Aerial's not bad.
I can barely afford getting my hands on the Daggers and the Over the Bar.
But the Star Aerials, I don't think they're much more than the Prevail. They're just a little over 100, I think.
Yeah. I've heard great things about Star and their rods. I have not gone it. My bigger problem now is reels, not so much rods. I haven't gone that far. We're 23 in. I've been using a Daiwa Surf 10. I've heard good things about the Daiwa. And a Kuma Tundra. Ooh, the Tundra. Never used the Tundra.
Now, the Longitude is the one a lot of folks end up using from Okuma. Yeah, and that's just, I mean, that's another great reel.
Whoa!
Oh, what we got? We got a lot of stuff going. What we got? A lot of custom rods are built on an ugly stick blank. Interesting.
No kidding. Dude, I did not know that. If you can get them under the Bay Baits. Okay.
Are you talking about the Star Aerials, Steven? I think so. I think that's what we were talking about. Because those, again, the Star Aerials aren't that expensive on the Star lineup. Now you can pay some big bucks. Okay. They're like $70. Yeah, there you go.
All right, fine.
There you go. Love my Twisted Palms. How you
doing,
bro?
Welcome back.
Welcome back from Belize, was it down there?
It was. Yeah. They were in the super nice. It looked like they had a wonderful vacation. It really did. Those pictures look really good. All right, so 24 minutes in. That was the question of the day. Folks, if you haven't shared it yet, please do. Hook that up. And with that also being said, as you guys know, the show is open for sponsorships. We are running those. We do have our show's sponsors that will come up for all of our captains. But if you are interested, reach out to Mike or myself, and we will discuss packages available for sponsorships. All of this is, free time. We don't charge anybody, all you guys, for listening. We don't have an OnlyFans page for the show. We don't have any of the crazy stuff. This stuff just helps us out. Any sponsorships helps us do giveaways, but it also helps us with our equipment. As you know, Mike got himself fixed up on his audio. I've had to try to fix my audio. So all this stuff helps us build this. And it's also going to help us do some events here. We will have another casting demo, and we'll have a couple other outings planned when Mike and I finally get our brains to defog.
Absolutely. Speaking of things that we're doing, I'm going to bring up a quick video.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one. Yeah, do that.
Let's see here. I'm going to bring this down, our brands. But we got out. We did a little inshore and offshore, near shore fishing on Monday. And
no red snap.
Yeah, because it's only open for recreational fishermen, I guess. Share screen. Let's see which one we're going to do. There we go. Window. Boom. Share. This was us out on Monday. Jack up front there with his 25 spin fisher. I mean, oh man, it was a blast. Look at that rod. Just super light tackle. No sooner than you get about 10 to 15 foot down, and the only bad thing is they were small triggers, but man, just a blast. Now in the shadow right here, you can see my YOLO Tech juice box connected to my GoPro. All day recording. I mean, that was a blast.
I think it's doing great for you, man. I'm glad you got it.
It's that juice box is amazing. 7.5, 8 hours worth of power. The YOLO Tech sticks that you can actually put into your stern light mount. Pulls your power off your 12-volt battery and then plugs it to USB is just amazing. So YOLO Tech, if you guys haven't checked those guys out, go give them a look. That's amazing power for anybody who does any sort of social media, videoing, YouTubing, all that good stuff. So,
all right. Well, what should we do? Weather first, or should we just get to the Capt?
Oh yeah, weather. Oh yeah, I forgot about weather. We'll bring weather in. Let's see. Stop screen there. Share screen here.
Promise, Chris, we're getting to you. It's not like you want to go home or anything.
There we go. Now we can, based on the weather and the ads, you can also see what I've been searching lately is boat parts.
Yeah. Not that we any of us look at your,
advertising. Yeah, no, right? All right, so Saturday, tomorrow, looking good. AM thunderstorms, southwest winds at 9. Not looking too bad. 62% chance. Most of that is like 30, like as I was talking earlier on the show. Sunday, PM showers, 38%. Not bad. Southwest at 9. But look at these winds. Like everything is less than 10 for a while, which is great. The only thing we're going to have to deal with, and it's August, it's scattered thunderstorms, whether they're going to be in the morning or the afternoon. So take a look at those. But overall, I think great week of weather, which is going to translate to a great week of fishing. Next week's report is going to be awesome.
All right, you got that one. I've got this one. Good old windy.com always takes good care of us here. So with the wave action, we don't have too much to worry about. The waves have actually been really calm and really not that much things to talk about when it came to waves. So running out here on the Navarre side, right in between the two passes for the go out, even out of Panama City, you're running at 1 foot all weekend. It's not going to be anything worth of importance for you to have to worry about. Wind-wise, like you heard Mike talk about there, right now, here we are, real calm, a lot of onshore, good little flows here. That being said, please do keep in mind, it is August. We all know our month of August sucks, but we've also got a fun little cell.
Down off Mexico. Yeah,
growing. Yeah, hell, we're just going to. Whoa! We went international. Dude, that's horrible. I don't want that. Yeah, so we got some cells starting here. It's going to start moving its way towards Tejas, which shouldn't have much effect in our area, but you guys know how it is. It is that time of year where things get a little crazy with the cheese whiz. So just keep your head on the swivel, making sure you're taking a look at any of the kind of – yes, I know I have a weekly surf report. Thanks. Just keep your heads up and paying attention to what's going on there, because the last thing you need is a surprise, and we're all going to be planning for it. So we'll go surf for the captain.
Awesome. So this week, our offshore, I'm looking for his banner. Where's it at? Where's it at? Oh, I'll find it while we bring it up. Here we go. Back with us again is our offshore captain with Say Wind Charters, Captain Chris Florence. Welcome to the show, buddy.
How's it going, guys? How y'all doing tonight?
Doing good. Sitting there looking at you. See, this is the things our captains do to bring you guys the good report. Chris is out getting rigged up. He's got a trip in the morning, I take it. So you're out getting the boat all set up for tonight so that you don't forget anything in the morning.
Yeah, I haven't been out in a week, so it's been pretty slow. So I had to come out to the boat to do an inventory, just make sure I got everything I need.
There you go. That's the key, being prepared, right?
It is, absolutely.
So you haven't been out in a week, but what's it been like out there?
Well, the weather this week's been pretty decent. It's just been slow as far as chartering goes. I mean, we've been out fun fishing.
Mm-hmm.
We were out today and caught a nice red and lost a few, but the week prior, the weather was just so horrible. Just the wind and the rain and everything else going on. It's just I haven't been offshore. I literally haven't been offshore in like 2 weeks.
Nice.
We've just been instead of canceling trips, I'd talk my clients into, if they want to do a bait trip, maybe, possibly put them on some big bull reds or something like that. And we've actually been pretty successful. So we've been having a good time.
Yeah. Some of the excuse me. I need to bring up your photos here because you sent me some to share earlier. That you guys have just been killing the redfish this week. Where are we at, Chris? Here we go. Back to here again. One day we will have an engineer, a sound engineer, video engineer, somebody that can run all this stuff. So all Brian and I have to worry about is talking. There we go. All right. There's a nice redfish caught under. Is it Sharon, right? You guys doing that? Yeah. Another nice golden red.
Yeah, they're just beautiful that time of day.
So okay. I was trying to figure out where you're at. Is that Hathaway or is that the one going to Tyndall?
That's the one at Tyndall, right before you get to Tyndall. Yep. Hathaway, I think it is. I always get the two bridges confused, the Hathaway and the DuPont. That's the one that goes right before Tyndall. Yeah.
So I used to live back here in those townhouses right over there.
Yeah.
In the corner. And we used to go down when Jack would come out, because I'd stay out there during the week and come home on the weekends because I was stationed out there at Tyndall. And when Jack and them would come out and spend the weekend with us or with me, we would go out there and fish right there underneath the bridge there. That's why I was looking. I was like, that looks familiar.
Yeah.
Dang, it's nice.
It's super fun. It's definitely not a fast-paced bite. I mean, it's definitely a waiting game. If you have patience and you catch them at the right time, you will be rewarded. But trying to convince your clients that, and it's
right.
I mean, they're catching a fish of a lifetime. They really are. Not all these fish are way over slot. I mean, actually, these guys right here you're looking at, they were asking to catch smaller ones so they could bring one home.
Oh, because they take one home to eat it. Yeah.
I was like, I can't control, what bites that line. But
it's like, look, dude, all I catch is big fish.
Yeah.
I mean,
all I do is win. I don't.
It's a bad problem.
Yeah. Okay, that's not yours. Hang on. Let me go back to your fishes. There we go. Yeah. Sorry, I don't catch small fish. All I catch is the big ones. So you're just gonna have to deal with the big ones. But look at that golden. I mean, beautiful.
Yeah, just
copper color. I mean, that's
beautiful.
Nice.
I love it.
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous.
I always look at the tail now. Like it's been my newest thing with reds is looking at the tail, looking for that shrimp blue paintbrush. Love that, man. Yeah,
we caught a few of them that had that nice blue ring around the tail. That means they're feeding good.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, and they fight like freight trains. You just can't. I mean, we lost some that you couldn't even stop. They were just pulling.
Nice.
But
what were you guys using to target those?
Live pinfish.
Mm-hmm.
Floating back live pinfish, and then they're busting all around the boat. So we were throwing top water at them too.
Oh,
so
nice.
They would hit those, and they would also hit those live pinfish.
So there's nothing better, I don't think, than a top water bite.
No,
like
it's incredible.
A popper like that and just work that back, or anything on top of water, bringing that in. live pinfish. So how do you rig and how do you hook when you're going to target these fish like that?
Well, we're freelining them back behind the boat. Now I took them right through the lip, so they're streamlined in the water and they can still swim.
Okay.
Just right through the lips. That's it.
No weight or anything. Just right up through the lip with a 4/0 hook or something like that. 3/0.
That's it. I'm using a Mustad Demon live bait circle hook.
Nice.
Yeah.
And just letting them swim.
That's it. I'll run one about 30, 40 feet behind the boat and the next one about 70 to 80 feet behind the boat. I'll run two of them. And then from there, it's just a waiting game. Sometimes it happens real fast and sometimes it could be 2 hours.
When we would target big reds, we would normally go at night, and we would take 2 rods with us. Everybody took 2 rods. You took one light tackle rod that you could put a jig on to catch white trout, and then the other one was your redfish rod, and we would catch those white trout about 8 to 10 inches and hook them the same way. Hook that up and toss that out there, and man, those reds would munch,
just crush them, huh?
Yeah,
I haven't tried it at night yet. We've done some night fishing, but we've only caught them on the bottom using like a DOA shrimp or something like that. Yeah. Just messing around, and then we accidentally caught one, and we're like, interesting. So
good deal.
Yeah,
awesome, man. So we were talking rods. What's your rod of choice and why?
I am a huge fan of Fitzgerald rods. I'm a part of their pro staff, and they're just incredible. I don't know what is so good about them. They're lightweight, they're super sensitive, and they are damn near indestructible. And I'm only using 6-foot rods. That's what I use. For my spinners, they're 6 foot, and for my conventionals, they're 5/8. And they're just incredible. And they got a new series coming out. I hit on this a little bit during ICAST. They have a carbon series coming out. It's no fiberglass, and they feel like light as a feather. I can only imagine what the bite would feel like, how sensitive they would be. Especially if you're after like beeliners or small snapper or something like that, and everything just transfers up to that line. The sensitivity has got to be amazing. So I'm waiting for October for them to release them, and then I'm outfit my boat with 10 brand new ones.
You're gonna need both. I sought them out. That was one of my when we were talking ICAST stuff last week, and I had certain folks I wanted to go see, and those guys at Fitzgerald were at top of my list. And as I started talking with them, just the things they were showing me with the rods, the series from the Stunner to the Aqua Dream, that's coming, the Inshore stuff. It's amazing. I can't wait.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
what I'm going to end up going.
They're very pro military. They're just super guys. You call them or email them, they respond back to you within minutes. If you have a broken rod tip, they'll send you what you need to replace it, or they'll just replace the rod depending on what the situation is. It's just it's no haggle. They're so easy to deal with.
That's nice.
It's a great product, a great company. They're right here in Florida. When I have them shipped to my house, they're in big PVC Schedule 40 tubes. You can't go wrong. Wrapped in plastic. They send you stickers. Everyone loves stickers. So you know how it is. Yeah. I got them everywhere. I got them on the boat. I got them in the garage. Yeah. Good stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Really, really good company, man. I really, really enjoy working with them and promoting their product because it works. Yeah. It works. I mean, I know it's just a rod, but I've had $250 Shimano rods snap in half on me on a little 4-foot shark. And these rods I've had bent over with the rod tip in the water and they still don't break. So
yeah, it's
something about it.
With you using the offshore brand and then JT using Inshore
stuff. Inshore, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's just, and again, awesome company, great. I saw that Flounder today. Very nice. Yeah, awesome setup. Yeah. I can't wait to.
And those guys are known for bass fishing.
Yeah,
that's where they started. That's their bread and butter. And when Justin was telling me about it, I was like, really? I was like, they're a freshwater company, and they're like, no, man, you got to look at these Stunner HDs. And so last year when I was at ICAST, I saw them for the first time, and I was like, this just feels different. I mean, it's quality.
Nice,
just awesome. Quality.
So, where are you going tomorrow? You guys headed offshore? Or?
Yeah, I'm definitely going offshore tomorrow. I don't I usually don't know which way I'm going until I get out the pass. That's when I make up my mind right then and there once I see that weather. So
yeah. See what's happening.
But
Well,
we'll be
buddy, I know you got a lot of work ahead of you this evening to get everything ready. We
no worries.
you taking time to give us a quick report. Awesome redfish out there. I mean, that just goes to your versatility for one, putting folks on fish. Like, hey, we can't go offshore, but what do you guys think about going over here and catching some big redfish? And they're like, absolutely.
Yeah. It's I really hate canceling trips because these are people's vacations. They're super excited to get out on the boat. And some people, they want to do the inshore and some people want to do the offshore. That's why I got Schubert running inshore. But sometimes he's fishing and I can't transfer my people over to him. So he's helped me out. I'm not gonna lie, him and JT, and I don't fish inshore. I don't have the boat for it really.
Yeah.
But sitting at a bridge,
it's kind of hard to get skinny with a 27-footer.
It is. I can't get up in those bayous and catch trout and stuff like that. But if you want to
problems,
it is a problem. It is definitely a problem. So
absolutely awesome, brother. Well, we appreciate the report. Folks want to book a trip with you. How do they contact you?
Oh, it's Google Say When Charters, Facebook, Instagram, Fishing Booker.
There you go.
Google's probably the best way. You can find all my information, emails, phone numbers, and then links to my website and everything else. So,
awesome. And if you guys aren't out there following Captain Chris Florence, Say When Charters, make sure you go out there on Facebook and give him a like and follow, Instagram, all that good stuff. He's always posting their trips. Man, appreciate the report. Good luck
buddy.
tomorrow.
Thanks, man.
We'll see you, buddy.
All right, guys. Take care.
Bye.
All right, getting out of that boat life there. Let's go back up a little bit here to some comments. Let's see here.
I forgot to mention our offshore report is brought to you by Go Mexis. So we still have that discount code SURF for our Go Mexis handles, knobs, not handles, knobs. So if you want to get out there and get you some the knobs there, I've got them on all of mine. What up, Jack? Jack Moran.
Always good to see you. You've been doing great out there with the old T-Gray sharks. He's been getting after it.
Heck yeah.
Brian's scouting new inshore backwater locations for fall winter season. Yeah, I haven't been the last 2 weeks. We'll do the usual back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Get after it while you can. Gia, or not Gia. God.
Rob Foster.
Rob. Oh my
What's
God.
up?
Rained. Rob went out and got himself some real nice shark in action this past week. And I thought he caught a couple of whiting on the Demo HD and then turned it into a shark. So
yeah,
that big one there. I saw Jason commenting on there.
Yeah.
I would like trout, like those ones, and put red snapper. Love white trout even.
I found out the other day red snapper like small pinfish a lot. Even though the season's closed, they were chewing. I think they know the season was closed.
Probably, because that's always how it is. Like hunting deer, right? They know.
Exactly.
Coming out. Sir Vimpy, good to see you, buddy. Good job. All the cool stuff you guys got coming out. Bruce, you're not late. You're just fashionably on time for the next one.
Hey! BS Surf Fishing Charters over there on the other coast.
Just now getting home. Talked to him earlier today when he was getting back. Good to catch up with him.
Nice.
All right, so let's get into the inshore. This inshore fishing. Oh my God!
Blah blah blah.
Inshore fishing report. I can do my job. It's brought to you by GI Jigs. Use code PFR to get 10% off. We are using our GI Jigs. They are great out there. You just heard Mike talk about it earlier today. Catching in on that. So always good. Great set of rigs. Real fun to use. So the inshore report tonight is old Captain Bill from E6 Inshore Fishing Adventures here in Navarre. Good evening to you, sir.
Welcome back, boys.
Thank you.
Welcome back to you.
Welcome back to you.
It feels like it's been 6 months.
Yeah, doesn't it?
I don't know. Maybe that's that COVID time warp thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yes.
But while y'all were sick, we were over here whacking them.
Yeah.
Fine. We'll catch fish, jerk.
Yeah, you guys were tearing them up.
Yeah, you were.
We're gonna bring up your photos here.
July was busy. I was busy pretty much the whole month of July. I had maybe 5 days, 6 days off the whole month, which was great. And now I'm sitting around going, "Come on, let's go."
Oh man! Well, funny you bring him up. Him on. Brad's on now.
Hello, Brad. Bearded thing.
Brad Pope.
Oh, the old Pope.
Pope.
So with this
What's
water
up, buddy?
temperature being ridiculous this year, which has blown my mind because you and I have had numerous conversations about water temperature.
Yes.
It's been the normal plan of, all right, it's hot, it's going to suck, has all of a sudden gone to, oh, whatever, the water's wet, the fish are here.
Yeah, and they're eating
Weird.
some of them.
Yeah, the water is unusually warm right now, though.
Yesterday it was 83.
Yeah, like it is ridiculous right now. Anyway,
there's no fish there. So what do we got going on here?
This was yesterday. I actually had a trip that kind of canceled on me last minute. These guys actually are from West Virginia, and they had come down to ask me some questions about where to go, and I said, well, hop on the board, we'll go.
Nice.
So I took them out, and they caught a few.
Yeah.
We ended up staying around till after dark and fished a few lights, and trout were biting. It was good. It's an Air Force guy.
Where you sent me, like, why won't it? There we go.
I don't know.
Boom.
But
there we
that's
go.
me right there. That's Panama
That is
City.
you.
That's Panama City. That was the big one down there. I caught that one on a pop and cork.
Nice.
I love.
That's not your boat, though.
No, that's Keith's boat.
Okay.
Look at you being all responsible, wearing a PFD.
Well, they make us wear them for them tournaments, and I just didn't take it off. We'd only been fishing 10 minutes.
Good stuff, man.
Nice. That's a little bit big, though. You can't take him in the weigh in.
Well, we actually contacted the tournament director, and he said, if you can cut it in half, bring it back.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah.
We didn't have a fillet knife, so he went back.
That's more of a slot size right there.
Yeah, that was like a 20-incher right there.
That's good eating size to me.
Yeah,
I love
20,
that size
20
right there.
22, 23. That's all good.
Yeah.
But we've had a good time. And that was that kid's birthday, as a matter of fact. So he ended up catching a couple of it, which was nice.
That's good. Always a good way to have your birthday go.
And,
little croaker?
Yes.
Oh.
That's the biggest croaker I've seen in years.
Yeah.
Around here. It's just crazy. They were from Tennessee. They were cool people.
That'd be a good bait.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good drop down.
A couple of spotty spots.
Nice.
More than just one.
Nice little trout there.
A trout?
Yeah. That's a 3 mile.
I was going to say, yeah, I'm looking at.
Like,
before you guessed, I was just going to let you go because then, I know.
Another trouty trout?
Yeah, that's a 24-incher right there.
Nice. Another nice trout.
Yeah, she caught that one by herself. I was impressed.
Nice.
Because it was windy and nasty, and she was up there on the front of the boat just tearing it up.
Dang, there's some nice trout.
A little red? Or is that?
Nice little
red. Yeah, it's a little red.
Yeah, a little red.
Yeah,
these guys are from Missouri. They were pretty cool. There's a double redfish and a Spanish.
Oh, Spaniel.
At the same time.
Nice.
Not expecting them to chill together like that, but fine.
There you go. Let's go back to this one. You sent me like 2 big. Oh, that's a nice catfish.
Yeah, he caught that one by himself. That's why I threw that in there. He
doesn't care.
Cool.
No, he just smile. He's just happy to catch a fish.
Yeah, they're just happy to catch fish, man.
Yeah, he had a good time.
Heck
That's his mama.
Nice red.
That's a nice red fish.
And the bad part is I had pictures of her mother-in-law. She caught a bunch of redfish that day, and I don't know why pictures didn't take, but
oh no, that's
look at that one
right there.
So what's been the bait of choice lately?
Well, like a lot of these ones, these older pictures, they were all on pinfish, but there's a certain spot in the sound that I fish that you better bring some shrimp. Because there's so much bait there that the redfish will not eat a live bait. If you throw them a live shrimp, they'll eat it. It's just something different. Because there's like tons of pinfish in there. There's tons of alewives in there.
Yeah.
And they just get to the point where you're like, I don't want that anymore. Let me have this. So works out.
Interesting.
Well, yeah, it's been fun, man. I think right now, if you could get out at night and hit the docks at lighted docks at night, you'd be wearing them out.
All right, let's go.
Even Connor,
I'm down. My boat's hooked up right now, so
Is it?
I mean, what else?
Man, I miss
I
nighttime.
mean, it's only 8:00. We got time. I fished with you before, and I've known. And the worst thing is, now that you bring that up, fishing at nighttime, I've gone over that bridge at night, coming home from Destin, and looked to the right, and I saw more green lights than were out there the night we went fishing, and I was buttered.
They're probably out there flounder gigging or something.
Yeah. But, any info? Speaking of
which,
you just brought it up. You got any info on flounder?
They're here, or they're starting to show up. I haven't caught any yet. I know a gentleman that's been gigging in East Bay, and he's been gigging some slabs back there.
Really?
But I haven't been back there.
Yeah.
Is he saying they're coming in pretty shallow again, knee height?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they've been back there. I think he walks. He don't have a big flounder light on his boat. I think he walks with a light and gigs them.
Okay. So the flounder, play with them. So we still got reds, we got trout, all the good stuff. We got flounder rocking out. Any other things going on with the water, like flats? What are you recommending hitting?
The flats, usually it depends on the weather. If the wind is blowing, north, then from the north, then you fish the north side. If it's blowing from the south, you want to fish the south side. And if it's blowing east or west, you just flip a coin. Depending on, there's a few places on the north side that you can get out of a west wind, but you can't get out of an east wind. But on the south side, you can get out of a west wind, but you can't get out of an east wind. So, you kind of flip a coin.
Okay.
Interesting.
What are you looking forward? What are you looking for now when you're going out? You're still going after flounders, reds and trout, and the big
reds and trout. And if the flounder would show up a little bit more, it'd be great. But I'm not gonna hold my breath.
No.
I mean, they're either here or they're not. It's one of them deals.
I just got Dylan's text. I'm excited. Yeah, it's like,
okay, man.
I'm gonna have to look at
what we got.
So, go ahead.
Yeah. No, you.
Oh, all I was going to say is, the inshore bite it's been weird because I've been tracking the water ever since they kind of taught me about it, and we talked about it more and more, and you were explaining to me more about, hey, if it's hot, it's going to suck. All these ones, and we've had hotter water.
Yeah,
like you said, we were at 89, I think, a couple times.
Yep.
Now we're finally creeping back down into the 80s. It's still hot.
Right.
The activity has been up. So if you guys want to get out on the inshore side, kayak, boat, all that, a couple weeks ago or about a month ago, it would have been all right, get in a kayak and get into the super skinny water where the boats can't get. But right now, it sounds like you're saying that if you get out there and start targeting the docks, start targeting the flats, it's
3 feet.
Nice.
You want to be about in 3 feet.
Okay.
But there's so much bait right now. Like owl eyes are getting bigger. Pinfish are getting bigger. The croaker are actually getting bigger. I caught some in my cast net the other day. I had like 2 dozen in there that were all 5-6 inches long. And I'm like, oh my God. So it was great.
I was going to say, put them in your live well. Give me a call. I'll come over and get them.
Use
them for
my bad. Yeah. I called somebody else, but they didn't have the trip the next day, so I ended up letting them go.
Well, that's like I had a bunch of leftover live bait, and I gave Bill a call. I was like, "Hey, man, you got a trip?" And he's like, "Nah." I'm like, "Okay." I was like, "It was probably a good thing anyway, because I forgot to take them out of the live well, and then I washed the boat, and half of them when I opened up the live well were belly up anyway." It happens. He's laughing. He's like, "Ah, it happens."
It does.
Mm-hmm.
I got some stuff today to try to wash my boat down with oxidation stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to doing that tomorrow. Yay.
Nice.
Brian Rose says lots of flounder on the coast right now, surf and backwater.
Really? Okay.
Brian, where are you out of?
My living room?
Yeah.
Your living room? Is it your house?
I'm so excited, Brian.
I was like, what are you doing?
I get another Brian, because I'm like, he's the only other Brian I've seen pop on this show. So it's always like, oh, there's another
What
one.
if he's up here in this area? So I know there's flounder being caught. I've seen reports.
Yeah.
Over on the Pensacola Fishing Fanatics.
Yeah, they're closer to the pass. They're coming through the pass.
Yeah.
Them and Bun as usual.
yeah.
I mean, but I want to see Flounder. I just
Fun
Googled
Kev
him.
over there, and
Yeah.
Fun just crushes it, man. I love him. That dude is awesome. Called me 30 minutes late.
Oh, called Brad, 30 minutes late.
Uh,
Mississippi currently, but I fished Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida. Okay.
oh, cool.
All right. Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I actually just did a podcast.
I know.
episode on
Look, I
Mississippi.
know Mississippi and Alabama covered in flounder. They got a lot of them.
Yeah.
I just learned that Mississippi is quite the speckled trout area. I didn't know that, but apparently that is like a they get big there.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I just I was really pretty interesting when Salt Sippy and Mississippi Salt told me all about it. I was like, huh, never would have guessed.
Yeah.
I
All right.
don't doubt it.
Well, Bill, I know you got some openings right now. If people want to go fishing with you, how do they find you?
E6ifa.net.
Nice.
Guess we'll just have to go fishing.
Yeah.
I mean, if I don't get no calls, I'm down.
All right. Fine. I'll call you soon.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Man.
Awesome.
It's good seeing
if you know anybody that works on power poles, let me know.
Uh-oh.
talk after.
Roger that.
Awesome. We appreciate the report, Bill. Thank you, man.
Thank you. Take care.
See you. Bye.
All right.
We had a lot of people jump on here.
Use my Salt Strong app. Yeah, Salt Strong app's a good one. Definitely good stuff there, Brian. Absolutely. Salt Strong's got a lot of great information out there, and I mean, and the network too. So it looks like our next guy's pumped. He's getting ready. I saw that stretch. He's ready to do this.
We're getting all sorts of stuff coming in from him. This guy hasn't been with us in a while, and we're so excited to have him back. You guys may recognize this guy. Well, he's looking all around. Here we go into the stream with our inshore surf report, Mr. Dylan Wier. What's up?
Hey, what's up, guys?
How you doing, man?
Good. I was trying to figure out how to block this like light above my head, but I can't do it. So forget it.
It's good. We can see your face clearly. You're good, brother.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Well, what's been going on, guys?
Man, it's been. You tell us, man. You've been on a pretty good bite recently.
Oh gosh, it's a battle. But honestly, if I look back at any type of logbook I had, it's always a battle this time of year. June grass. Besides, it's hot water and tailing the beginning of fall. So that's just what we're dealing with.
I am so excited for.
Thanks, Bill. Sorry about that.
The fall bite. Oh yeah, we forgot to ask about Bill. Shoot. Yeah. 7 foot medium heavy, and they're economic. Yeah. So that's the rod Jack was using in that video. He was using the half hitch rod. But he was using the lighter version. And another captain buddy of mine, that's all he uses is the half hitch rods, and they make some phenomenal inshore and offshore rods. So, yeah,
very cool.
Sorry. Yeah, Dylan, you've been like a little bit of everything, man. Recently.
Yeah, we try to keep it, just like normal. Is spice it up, and when we get opportunities, we try to go do things as soon as they, come readily available. So this is something I really wanted to talk about and was excited to get to share. And for anybody listening right now, so if you're on the podcast and listen, I very much urge you to take a little notebook or a notepad and put it in your phone, put it in your calendar. And I will share this one time and one time only because it's a secret I've kept near and dear for 5 years now. So before I ever got into the filming stuff, August 1st through the 7th, the first full moon in August, and it might be like July 31st, and it might be like August 8th, but in that like first, 7 days-ish, Weeks Bay, Pelican Point, get there at 4:30 in the morning, 4 o'clock, 4:30, take a little cast net. There will be literally not thousands of pogies, millions of pogies, and there will be thousands of redfish. And I wish I would have sent the video. I'd be able to jump in a second, but I have a video on my phone. We went 3 mornings in a row. All the guys got giant reds. One of the new guys with us, Jake, he got a 55 redfish.
55-inch?
It was a biggest red I've ever seen in my life. It was, the head on it looked huge. And he had like caught like 5 redfish in his entire life. But we're basically going out there, and you can live line pogies, obviously, or you can throw little topwater lures. He was throwing, I don't have one here. He was throwing literally a yellowfin tuna lure, like a giant riptide, nomad riptide that just kind of like slither walks across. And I think I sent that picture. That's the one. And I tell you that the only problem with Jake taking pictures with fish is Jake like deadlifts like 800 pounds and like is an absolute tank of a human. So he dwarfs fish sometimes. I cannot wrap my head around how big that fish is. Yeah.
That's the 55 inch.
Really good.
I mean, that's huge.
The one before it was 42. So Dom's was 42 inches, and that one doesn't look that big compared to that one. So,
wow.
and the bite shuts off at like 7:30. It's kind of similar to the blackfin bite that happens in Navarre in the wintertime. You know, that's kind of like less hush now.
Yeah.
And so that's one of those bites. I'm surprised every year. Every year I go right on the high tide, and it's like, I told the guys when I took them this time, I was like, this is the thing I've hit literally 5 years in a row. I always smash it. But every year I think, man, someone's going to figure it out. Someone's going to do a video there, and then it's just going to be fished out. But we even have captains come up, and we'll be in, like, you launch at Pelican Point, which is in a pass to go into Mobile Bay. Mm-hmm. And then, so the captains are launching there, and then they're heading out into the bay. Head out in the bay, and we will have reds blowing up everywhere, and boats are going right. All the pogies, we're hooked up on reds, and I have yet to see one other person go replicate that bite. So I guess I've got 5 years of enjoyment out of it. So there we go. First full moon, right, the high tide has to be in the morning time, and go slay. It's foolproof, 100%.
Slay the redfish and slay ride right there, man.
There'll be some big fish in, but it's 100%. The guy, Jay, caught 6 redfish that morning in an hour and a half. It was ridiculous.
Wow.
So it was cool. That's a cool bite, but that's something I really wanted to share, and more so just like give, like, there's a treasure chest to somebody who wants to write it down and actually remember to go next year. It's very easy. Very easy.
That is a monster redfish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't think they got that big here, but that was a Louisiana thing. So,
yeah, no kidding. Or at least like in the fall, wintertime when we get the big bulls that come in.
Yeah,
they start.
Yeah, they were literally knocking pogies into my kayak. I just stopped, took a video, and they were knocking pogies and hitting my kayak really hard and stuff like that, like the redfish were.
Yeah.
So
isn't it amazing the way that just like all of a sudden, like you said, 7:30, the bite's just done. Like.
Yeah,
I can watch the bite on the off the beach, and we'll be catching fish, and as soon as the sun gets over a certain condo, boom, done.
Yeah, man,
you won't catch anymore.
Really? Yeah. Sometimes it's like that light switch.
Speaking of fun, Pelican Point is on the spot for everything right now.
Yeah, Mr. Bun knows.
Yeah, he does. The Flounder Whisperer.
Bun, what is that, buddy?
I wish Bun would get on here and share some secrets.
Yeah. Oh, he said it, but he's told us numerous times. He's like, anytime you guys want to go, just call. Yeah.
And fair enough. You better call, man. You better take him up on it.
Yeah, I need to stop being lazy. I mean, I'd love it.
I hear. There's a lot of things to check off. That's all that picture is there. That's a check off for me. As many times I've been offshore and as many triple tails I've ever seen, I've never actually caught one. So
really.
That was like a modest 11.5-inch triple tail.
Hey, but it's a triple tail nonetheless, you know.
Yeah, somebody had it was an expensive spot to catch one off of. Someone had dropped their marine beanbag, so someone left me $130 floating spot.
That was nice of them.
Is that what's in the distance?
Yeah, I think that's actually exactly what that is.
Oh man!
Out at the ships at Fort Morgan, and that's what I was just going to say. The cobia thing out there was pretty big for a while. The guys going out on the ships out of Fort Morgan, and slaying the cobia. We went out and we spent 4 or 5 hours straight going on every single ship, working every single top to bottom, all the way up, all the way down. Didn't see a single cobia. Maybe one undersized, I think, came out once. A lot of giant turbo bonita there, and then those were everywhere. Little bitty bonita on sabikis, and that was the first for me as well. I'd never seen small bonita on sabikis.
I bet that was a fight to reel those things in on some.
Yeah, you get 7 of them on that little light rod that you're supposed to catch cigar minnows on.
Yeah.
They're fast. And I thought, man, I knew they weren't going to keep alive in the live well because, Bonita, that's why I have tuna tubes and those are too small. So I tried to put them in the live well. They all died. So we caught a couple and I put them right back out on king rods and they died the same way too. I think they just need to move really fast. So
yeah. And squid right now.
Yep. Another weird sabiki catch. We actually caught 8 that morning. And then Jake, that same guy, was throwing a little jig for bonita and hardtails and caught, a squid that was probably 11 inches.
Wow.
And so we caught probably 8 of those little guys on sabikis, and they were all over from like 1 mile offshore Pensacola all the way to like 12, 15 miles offshore.
The Squidward.
I don't know. Never seen a squid on sabiki before, so that was new for me.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, I would love to load up on hardtails right now.
Yeah.
There's some good bait for everything.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, you can't miss the hardtail in the live well.
Fun, actually give you a little shout out here. Good to see you, and it's good to see you too, Dylan.
Yeah,
it's been a while, and I hope you're doing great. He said.
I miss Bun, man. I used to live over in Orange Beach. I was a little bit closer, so I could go hang out with those guys every once in a while. Now I'm a little bit out of reach in Pensacola, but there's a couple of the big tigers from last week.
Crushing them.
We got that one. That one was the guys 11'4", and then the other one was a 10'2". That's our baby swordfish. But yeah, there's a 10'2". That's a cool thing. Cool thing about that, guys. We're just right now we're still not able to run trips and stuff like that. So we're just taking out some past clients and stuff like that. And this guy right here behind it was our 7th charter ever for Gulf Coast Nation, and he was our first clients to ever catch a 10-foot shark. And so this man came in 2019 and had to pass the rod off on an 11'4" tiger, or 11'1" tiger. Wow. And was super upset. He's a big bodybuilding guy, he's super like, man, I'm strong, I can do it. And you know how it works. They're like 5 reels in, they're like, this is harder than I thought. How do you guys do it? You're little guys, Yeah. So I'm like, man, it's an endurance thing, you gotta train. And so this man, no joke, trained for like 3 years.
Really?
Doing cardio, doing stuff he doesn't normally do. And when he got to the beach, he was like, we had been dealing with the grass, and I told him the bite was kind of slow. And, I'll try to get him on some bull sharks, stuff like that. He's like, dude, I've been training for 3 years. I'm ready for that big tiger. And when it comes, I'm going to do it myself. And I was thinking, man, brother, I can't.
I remember last time.
What are you talking about? Like, I can't. I'm not a miracle worker, Yeah. And lo and behold, like at 11:15 or so, he smacked that big tiger, and he did it all on his own, straight up in the harness. No help line in line, no nothing, man. He set the hook all on his own. It was awesome. We were hands free. So
that is amazing fish right there, man.
Really cool tiger. So there's been some big guys showing up in between the grass. I know Big John as well. Doubled up on some tigers last week, 9 foot and a little 10.5 foot. So they're around, and that was tall tale signs of the tiger migration, which is good for.
I was going to say, is August early for tiger sharks?
We always get 2 to 4 10-foot sharks in the first 7 days of August. I don't know what it is. So it was pretty slow going in there. And I told the guys, I was like, look, we're going to catch 10-foot fish this week. We just got to push through it. Like, you just got to fish. And they were like, no, the conditions are so off. And I'm like, I'm telling you, I don't know what it is. It's another one of those things. Last 4 years, we don't miss in the first 7 days of August. We always catch 10-foot. And those were back-to-back nights. So they're here.
They're such an awesome fish. Such great coloring. I mean, just the markings on them. Just...
man. Like hooking a Volkswagen Beetle.
Yeah.
So what about this little guy? Baby swordfish. And seems cool, but if I give an offshore report, it'll touch.
Yeah. Right.
The water is like the chocolate milk that's in your fridge right now. It is absolutely horrible, even at the tuna rigs. We were out 90 miles, and it was horrible. We bump trolled for marlin, couldn't find good bait for tuna. And we decided to slide in, go to the sword fishing grounds, which is something Blaine and I have been trying to get a little better at, and learn that technique and kind of dial in on sword fishing. And so we drop the bait down, right? So we troll it back. We go to get on top. We can't find bottom for like 20 minutes. Like it slacks up. So we're like reeling up, and then we reel up and kind of get tight to bottom, and then it slacks up again. But so then we try to like let it down. We couldn't figure it out. Well, what had happened was we dropped that bait right on that swordfish's head. And so he was just big enough to barely be able to swim up that 5 pounds and swim it down. So we didn't even know he was on there until we were like, man, screw it. Just reel it all the way up and check it. And then when we took the weight off and they were still heavy, I was like, oh, we got a fish.
Nice.
I thought it was going to be a small yellowfin, but it ended up being a swordfish. So
that's awesome.
It's cool, man.
Little pup.
Cool.
Heck yeah. So
Yeah,
that's what you guys are out there fishing and hitting on.
Yeah, that's kind of the water clarity out there at the rigs. It's not. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not bad water, but for being 90 miles, it's supposed to be a little bit better. So
yeah,
we're just keeping an eye on Hilton's and looking for that. Monday, Tuesday is a great gap. We might go overnight, but I don't want to go overnight and look at bay water. So
yeah, that's it's supposed to be a good. Like you said, Monday, Tuesday is looking pretty good.
Yeah, I've been seeing guys slay some pompano lately too.
Yep.
The grass is starting to clear up.
Yeah, yep. Finally, yeah.
Yep.
Hold on, fellas.
Today, Blake has been crushing it way over in his area. That water's been real nice over in 38 in Pensacola. So our area is starting to clean up. I know G2 got his hands on some over there on the Alabama side. It's getting back, man. Now that grass is thinned out a little bit. I think we're gonna start playing a little bit more in the surf game.
Awesome, man. It's kind of one of those like, come on, baby, come on, let me loose. Yeah, that's we've been seeing some clear water. The June grass is a little further out, but I think as far as surf fishing goes, we've been flying the drones the last few days, and I think as long as you don't heave, it's kind of like you can stay out of that grass. We're still having to deal with it as far as kayak baits goes and stuff like that, but it's funny, the life cycle. Blaine and I were just talking about the other day, and he was like, man, I can't wait for stupid heat to go away and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you know what I can't wait for is you to be complaining about the cold come January.
Yep.
And he was like, yeah, it's going to happen. So it's just kind of like sometimes I have to slow down and remind myself like, hey, the June grass may be here, but there's not X, Y, Z that you might have to deal with later. So let's just enjoy, you can't change it, right? So you might as well enjoy, what you've got in your bucket, do what you can with it, and
absolutely
a new different set of circumstances there eventually.
I'm kind of on the same thing with the plane, but I mean, I'm just looking forward to putting the blue flannel back on. That's just me.
Oh, I am too, man. I've got my winter clothes right up here in the loft, and I'm ready for let's throw the coat on a little bit. Let's break the heater out.
Give me a little bit of that October, November love.
Yeah, and I like the dusky sharks and the mako shark hunt, so I'm itching. But over the years, I try not to wish for more because then I end up wishing and wishing and wishing. And then I'm 26 years old and I'm like, all right, maybe I should stop wishing for just a little bit.
Gotta wish. Gotta wish to make them happen. So
That's right.
All right, man. Well,
awesome.
Thank you for giving us all the reports there. I mean,
heck yeah, brother.
Good to have you back.
If you have that video, in that chat, that's one thing I don't want anybody to miss. It's gonna. You need a little laugh.
All right, here we go. Let's see here.
So out at the tuna rigs, we did load up on barracuda because at night the cuda are super easy to catch on poppers. So we loaded them up for some shark bait, and we had a couple rigs that we had to cut into the cuda's mouth, just leave them, So we just left them, throw them in the box. So we get home and we like to pre-cut our baits, put them in nice Ziploc baggies, and bag them for wintertime. And Blaine goes to grab a cuda and throws it out in the middle of the yard and transferred that treble hook right into the middle of his hand. So this is our hook removal.
Oh, here we go.
Poor Blaine.
Yeah. If you have a weak stomach, kind of turn away, but it's just
it goes quick.
Bad. Boom. There you go. That's almost the way to do it, just real quick.
And Blaine. Yeah.
Yeah, he looks dead on the inside in the beginning. He was nervous, man.
I swear, dude. I love that guy.
He's a character.
He is awesome.
See, I had never done it. And he was freaking out. He was doing this whole I'm gonna cut it out of my hand. I'm just gonna grab pliers and rip it. And I was like, I'm not gonna, I understand you're kind of panicked right now, but just let me rip it out with the braid. I've seen the videos, and to be honest with you, I was real confident. I was like, look, if I don't get it out the first try, I'll buy you Whataburger. I'll buy you Whataburger. And he's like, so now he's starting to go, okay, even if it doesn't work, at least I get free Whataburger. And if it does work, look at him, man. And going into it, a hand on his forearm. I was like, I'm not sure this is going to work. I was 50-50. I wasn't even convinced, but I was like, somebody's got to go do something about it. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody's got to get it. That's awesome.
I'd never done it, but I've seen videos of it. So it works.
There you go.
All right, you guys. Awesome, well, I appreciate you having me. It's always a pleasure.
Heck yeah. Thanks for the report.
No, of course. We'll see you guys out there soon. We'll have to catch up.
You know it, brother. Later.
All right.
Always good having Dylan on, man.
It is. I'm always
him and Blaine, everybody, man. That's a good crew.
Yeah.
All right. I got lots to share, so we're going to jump right into our shares here real quick. Let's see here. Facebook. I want to close that. Open this. All right. So, like you had mentioned, our buddy Rob Foster spooled up a new Battle 3 8000 with 60-pound true braid from our buddy Alex up there. Headed to the beach, caught some bait with some fish gum and the Demo HD rig, and then pulls in that beauty. Look at that.
Ooh, shiny.
So South Carolina, much different beach than what we have down here. Little brown, a little more gravelly, but what an awesome
His water
shark.
looks cleaner.
Yeah, it was cleaner than what we got right now. And then he also caught a nice ray as well.
Yeah.
On that one too. So great job using the micro rig that he makes for those guys. So great job there.
All his rigs to work.
Yeah. We already went through these. This was Say Wind Charters, our buddy Capt Chris. Got some nice redfish in there. These will go fast. Our buddy David Bates finally got back out on the surf. Look at them pompano, man. Look at that.
Good stuff.
That's a monster right there. That's a nice one.
Mm-hmm.
Get out there, and good to see pompano being caught. That's one. One of our contributors, Jordan Gooding, G2 Coastal, got his dagger out there with some salty pompano rig and some fish gum, and then boom, bluefish and some nice pompano as well. Love seeing. I mean, I'm glad the grass is finally clearing. Everything's looking good. This one was out of Land-Based Fishing Group that part of, and this dude right here says it all. Hines, nothing compares to landing a shark from the beach. I don't care what size it is. It's just, it's awesome. There's no explaining it when you bring in a nice shark.
Yeah.
A lot different than catching one in a boat. I mean, catching it off the beach. This is a video, I believe, by one of our contributors, Mr. Sean Lawless. Nope, wrong one. Okay, I got his video too. This guy, Craig Schramm of Emerald Coast Kayak Anglers there. Great bite. I mean, look at it's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Navarre maybe there. Anyway, but nice redfish on a, I was going to say DOA, but that's not a DOA. Maybe a Mojo. Nice speckled trout, nice Spanish. I mean, a little bit of everything. Redfish. I mean, just a great day out on the kayak. What else we got? Here we go. So this is interesting, and if anyone else has had this happen to them, please post.
Well, I was kayak fishing Destin Harbor, which I've been doing quite a bit for the past 4 years. You'll see this guy come by on the jet ski, and I was just trying to be nice and say hi, and he just glared at me and kept going. So I didn't think anything of it and just kept fishing. So about 5 minutes later, here he comes again.
And it's interesting watching this because there's lots of comments in the different forums that he posted it in on why the jet skier actually stopped.
You cannot fish here, right?
Yeah, I can fish here. You can call the sheriff.
You sure you want to do that?
Yeah, you can. I'm on public water. I can fish here. I'm not touching docks. I'm not going into the docks. Go ahead.
So I thought
he
Sean
was trying to
handled this
intimidate
great.
me, and I don't know, maybe he thought I was a tourist or something. But you can see him get on his little walkie-talkie, and he's sitting there acting like he's talking to the police.
Anyway, so the guy and Sean does a little bit more commentary, but he handled it very well. It's like, yeah, go ahead, call the sheriff, call whoever you want. Now, one comment that I did see is that which was interesting perspective is maybe he was just looking out for Sean. He probably could have gone about it a different way than telling him, no, you can't fish there. However, Sean had every right to be there fishing. But the Destin Harbor does get pretty busy. And if you're going to take a kayak out there, then you really need to know what you're doing in the kayak. Sean is a very experienced angler. He's done a lot of kayak fishing. As he said, for there, he's been fishing that area 4+ years. So it's just very interesting to me, the folks that you run into when you're out there on the water. That'll pop in like that. Anyway, our buddy Brock Meyer out there tearing it up over there in Panama City. Out there with his Ninja daggers, nice black drum, lots of pompano. Awesome.
On it, man.
And then the last one, this is not in our area,
Oh,
but I had the pleasure of meeting this gentleman at ICAST Para. And this dude slays fish. If you're not a member of the North Florida Inshore Slayers, over there in Jacksonville area, these guys are always crushing fish. Another Fish Bite sponsored angler out there. So just tearing up sheephead right now.
Mm-hmm.
In August. That's crazy.
Para's always just amazing. Great angler and just a great guy to talk to.
Yeah, that dude. I mean, he was awesome when I met him there. Let's see, what comments did we get in there? Cleanest water in a long time. Thought Sean handled it great. Yep.
Is what so? What did I do? Are you talking about my dipping? Like, I don't know. What is that? So, he shook his head. Yeah, comments coming.
Rob Foster, what's up? Beautiful water. Frank, what is going on, buddy? Ooh, that looks good.
But it's Bobo.
Oh,
we're going back a little bit here from a couple weeks ago. I've only got a few shares, plus we're pretty late on time, so I'll keep mine.
Yeah.
I paneled mine up. Bobo being good table fare. I've heard different things. I've gone like, okay, if you're going to tell me it's bad, I kind of go with what Justin said not too long ago. Have you ever eaten it?
Mm-hmm.
I remember everybody telling me catfish was bad, but I brought it home and it was just fine. A lot of work.
Yeah.
It was just fine. So when I catch a Bobo that's of size, I will EKG me it. I will bring it home and I will eat it.
Or you can go to Half Hitch and buy it out of the freezer. It's pretty cheap.
I could do that too. I will catch it. Cheyenne is always putting massive yumminess in our faces, but Black and Mangrove on a bed of coconut jasmine rice. You're all eating good and stuff. Lady.
She's such an awesome chef.
He does. I mean, she really is.
The stuff she brings up there. The old Blake
crushing it like he has been the entire summer. And he has just been getting after it. That whole team on 38, they've been really having a good run there. So not bad day. 17 and a 16 to the fork. Good eating right there. Slap a Fish coming up with a new sticker.
Oh, look at there.
The Gaggy.
Doing the black and white.
Mm-hmm. So
nice.
Jerry D. Harvey doing the artwork on this one in. I think it's going to be a great sticker. I'm wondering if they're going to do holographic on it, but always good to see Brian stuff on with his things. And Mike Day crushing into the pump. And can I get a fish ID? Can I get a fish ID? Can I get a fish
Robin?
Swear that's the one I get the most comments on Panhandle fishing. Fish ID. See you, Robin. Stop the comments. Nice double up here. A couple of fangs. But Mike's been out there. He's finally back out in the water. Like he said, it's been a little bit. So he's back out there having a good time. I'll keep my share real short tonight for that. I'm just going to go with those.
Nice.
I'm sharing my screen. And really just having some fun. Where you're going out soon. Yeah, Jack, I know. Oh, and before. Even before.
So maybe you'll get a fresh Bobo on Tuesday.
If we catch a fresh Bobo, I'm bringing the spike. I will spike it. I will try not to get blood all over the boat, and if I get it, I will clean the boat. But I will get that, and we will have us. I'll make Bobo. I'm down.
I agree, Frank. Cheyenne needs to do a group catch and cook.
You know what we need to do? If Cheyenne, are you still on? That'd be a good question. I think she might still be. She normally sticks around. But if she didn't, one of these days we're just gonna be like, all right, that's it. You're coming live. Tell me when you get your food. We're going live. We're gonna do a special. I'll do it from the podcast. I don't care. I'm gonna watch you do this in person, rock it out, because it's been brought up before. People wanting to know how we do cooking on those, and that could be something that's coming up soon. So stay tuned. Mike and I have to talk. But other than that, man, I'm excited for this weekend. I'm gonna probably I'm gonna go take a couple hours of these, and I'm probably gonna get up in the morning. As much as I hate getting up early, and I'm probably gonna meet you out on the beach.
Am I gonna see you out there tomorrow morning?
You might
nice.
see my ass out there. The flag might be flying.
There you go. Awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to get out there. I got, as long as the rain holds off, which I keep looking down at the hourly to make sure it does. Yeah, I'll be out there just before sunrise. So be a good time.
Yeah.
Awesome. It's been a great show. Next week, we're going to have Captain Mark Coates from 30A Light Tackle. Dude, if you're not following his social media, he's been crushing it lately. Well, lately, all summer, like you go back, like he always finds the fish. As he told me today, he doesn't suck. We'll also have Captain Chris Schubert of Say Wind Charters, the inshore side, and we'll have Blake Hunter from Real 30A. Maybe he'll give us some secrets on all them. I think one of the secrets is he's been using his Frisky Fin single drop rig. Because I just saw a comment here from James Pemberton. 2 more weeks and we'll be rubbing elbows on the beach. Can't wait to get you back down here, man.
Good. I'm glad he's coming back already.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Seeing him out on the beach every now and then. But it's going to be a good time. Pop-Tarts and Fireball breakfast on 30A Sunday. Ooh. Maybe. I did buy lunch Uncrustables for tomorrow, so we'll have Uncrustables for breakfast.
James!
Yeah.
He's here! Hey, guys!
I wasn't going to put it out there, but since he put it out there, he's moving down. Yeah, he's moving.
I wasn't going to say anything like it was real.
The Alabama side, but we'll see him out here fishing, I'm sure, at Pensacola.
I mean, I'm not sad that it's going to be local.
I know, right? Great to finally meet you too, Vernon.
Yeah, it was great finally getting to see you, man. I'm really, I look forward to when you come back down. I know I'll definitely get a day, or we'll set something up. We'll all get out, and the rain won't be a jerk.
Yeah, I wish the weather would have cooperated more for us to be able to get out. But
did you get a chance to see his AquaCat?
I saw it in the video. I did notice, and I commented, it's got the same depth finder as the RC Surfer.
It does,
which is pretty cool. So
I'm gonna do some inappropriate phrasing, but he let me touch it.
Yeah, nice. I wanted to get out and, like I say, do the video of the RC Surfer and the AquaCat together, but that AquaCat's a beast. I mean,
it's a big ass boat. Like, I did not realize how big that thing was.
Yeah,
but
good stuff.
Uncrustables, a heavy fish.
There you go. Take them every. Yep.
Can't go wrong with a good peanut butter and jelly and a pre-frozen thing.
Yeah, you just stick it in the cooler and just let it thaw out, and then when you're ready to eat, dude, it's ready to go.
Come the apocalypse, I would kill some people for some Uncrustables. I'll admit it.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
Awesome.
It has been an hour and a half. It's been so good seeing you guys. We are so happy to be back. It's so good to have you all in the comments. We've missed you. We cannot wait to keep bringing these back to you every week. And stay tuned. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Make sure you got those notifications turned on because Mike and I like to go live. So you never know.
Absolutely. Tomorrow might be an opportunity for that. Anyway, until next week, appreciate everybody. We'll see y'all next Friday. Later.